Greeting groovy geographers and welcome to week 6. You are doing great and we are closing out on our North Africa, Southwest Asia realm. And so I couldn't find any cardamom tea, which I was hoping to find. It's very popular in the Arab world, but I do have peppermint tea, not from North Africa, Southwest Asia, but peppermint tea itself is very popular in this realm. You may have heard of Moroccan mint, which Morocco is in North Africa. But Moroccan mint is actually, Moroccan mint, the tea is not actually originally from Morocco. It was brought to Morocco by English traders. And that's a great example of how much movement we see within this realm. So you had trade between North Africa and parts of Europe. We have the Moors, and actually there's a company called Beaut and Beast that does flashcards or vocab flashcards. They're more for grades 1st through 6th, but I bought them because they have amazing pictures. And they have one specifically about the Moors. This is their picture here for the Moors. You'll see here they have a picture of Alhambra. I'm doing it backwards in this mirror. Alhambra was amazing architecture, and these blueprint plans here because the Moors, again, coming from North Africa, they would have taken over parts of Spain and Portugal in about 700 AD and ruled there for, I think, 800 years. Yeah, 800 years. And architecture is one of the big lasting contributions that we see from the Moors. So again, a North African influence still today in parts of Spain and Portugal. If you ever have a chance to go to Spain or Portugal, definitely check out the Moorish architecture. It's really fabulous. Yeah, so again, we're talking about travel that way. We see the spread of Islam, in part thanks to horse travel, but we saw the spread of Islam from the Arabian Peninsula all throughout North Africa. Again, that's why we lump North Africa and Southwest Asia together, because in large part, not all, but in large part, this is largely a Muslim realm. In contrast to sub-Saharan Africa is going to have much more of a Christian influence. And then as we go into South and South Asia, Southeast Asia, and East Asia, we'll still see Islam, the other religions as well. But the spread of Islam, again, is a great example of how human travel and human movement had such a big part of that, because it was the spread of humans that then diffused out the Muslim religion. So that's the fun story behind Moroccan mint, not originally from Morocco. What I do have originally from this realm is I have some real Turkish delights. Again, if we were in person, I would give you some, but I can't. So these are actually, I did not go to Turkey, but they're a product of Turkey. They were imported here. So like when I was a kid, I always thought of Turkish delight as being the stuff from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. You may have seen it at a few shops. It's like covered in chocolate, kind of gross. These are way better. I'll show you what they look like. So authentic Turkish delights. I'm making a giant mess and getting powdered sugar all over my computer. So they come in 3 different flavors: rose, lemon, and orange. You see the kind of little Jello cubes a little bit. But they are vegan, which is important because for folks who eat halal or according to Islamic religion, they can't have pork products, and many gelatin is pork based. And so making sure candy is vegan, which means that their gelatin or is not pork based, is important. So a lot of times Skittles and Starburst, you should check with the company to see not all of those are vegan or halal. Here's some real Turkish delights. Sorry, I'm eating in front of you without sharing. I feel rude, but I wanted something to share with you from this actual realm. With the closing of Module 2, it's time for us to do Exam 1. Before I move on to Exam 1, I do want to say we've got this last week of February, we have some events happening on campus. First of all, happy Purim to those of you who celebrate. I wish all of you a joyous feast tonight. Of course, Purim being a Jewish holiday, and we did cover a bit of Judaism in this module, looking at Jerusalem and Israel and the importance of the origin of Judaism in this realm. And then also it's the last week of Black History Month, and Skyline College has some events to close out the month. So tomorrow, Friday, from 2 to 4 p.m., the Poetry Club is having a talk specifically on activist poetry with a look at Amanda Gorman's poem, The Hill We Climb, which she read at the inauguration. If you have not seen her read the poem, stop this video and look up a video of her reading the poem at the inauguration, because it's very powerful and really awe-inspiring. So again, we've got some great events there with the Poetry Club tomorrow. I know CSM had some events today. I think it might be the end of events for Black History Month, but hopefully you've been able to participate in some of these awesome events. But as we close out module 2, time to go ahead and look at exam 1. So it's already posted. Some of you may have already started on it. It is a different format than our quizzes. So the quizzes are short, 10 minutes, 5 points, multiple choice type stuff. For the exams, they are essay based. And so you have 8 prompts and you choose the 5 that you prefer, the 5 prompts that you feel most confident about. I have an anxiety disorder. Exams stress me out. In fact, my freshman year of college, before my first exam, I went in the bathroom and threw up. So anything I can do to prevent that from happening for you is a good thing. So you can choose which 5 prompts you feel most confident about. And then I want for each prompt, you're going to write one essay, 1 to 2 pages. So you'll have, 5 essays, 1 page each, or 1 to 2 pages each. So a total of, 6 to 10 pages for your whole exam. It's of course open book, open note, open internet, because it's an essay. And so you can pull on other resources, but you don't have to. You only have to use the material that it's from modules 1 and 2. You do need to cite your sources. So if you find some cool thing online, go ahead and have a works cited there. And the goal really is for you to show me your understanding of the concepts. I'm less concerned about specific vocabulary or anything. My biggest advice for the exams is to go through that prompt and check off each portion of the prompt to make sure you answer every part of it. That's the biggest thing I see folks get points off on, other than like late papers, is I'll say, give 2 examples, and they'll only give me 1. And it's like, well, I can't give you points for it. And literally I have like, give examples, 2 points each. Like every line of the prompt is worth a certain number of points. So go through the prompts, make sure that you've addressed all of that in your essay response, and that's a good way to go. You also can drop your lowest exam. So if you don't do well on this one, you still have exams 2 and 3 to improve your grade. Or if you ace this one and ace exam 2, then you can just skip on exam 3. It's really up to you, whatever you feel most confident on. I think that's all I have for you. I am going to go ahead and start opening things earlier. Again, that was the feedback I got from the survey. Thank you so much for that. Is last minute exam questions, last minute assignments are not good. So I will be opening South Asia tomorrow, Friday, so that those of you who'd like to work on the weekend of that, you certainly can. Okay, that's all I have for you. And as always, send me an email if you have any questions. I do now have office hours, or more red tea times, 5 times a week. So if you want to pop in and talk about exams, or maybe thinking about things for your final paper, which is a current event essay, which you get to choose. Your proposal for that is due on March 12th. So I've had people write about COVID. I've had people write about Black Lives Matter, about Nagorno-Karabakh, about, there's really the sky's the limit. And so if you are having a hard time choosing one thing to write about, I'm happy to talk with you about different things that we can go over. That's all I have for you. So have a lovely remainder of your week and a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.